A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I wrote a letter to my love, and on the way I dropped it. I dropped it, I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it. A little girl picked it up.
Hi everyone, welcome to Engineering Mother Goose. Today our goose friend has told us that one of her friends has a tendency to lose things out of her basket. It's a bit of a problem. In fact, she lost a letter, right? Yeah. And this happens a lot, right? Yeah. So what we need to do is find a way of making it so that she doesn't lose stuff out of her basket. And in order to do that, we're going to make a prototype basket. And a prototype is something that engineers and designers use so that they can test something in real time. And it's really easy to make one, so we're going to take you down here and show you how to do that. Okay, so to make our prototype basket, we need some construction paper that is 12 by 18. We're going to need a ruler, a pencil, a pair of scissors, and a glue stick. So to start, we are going to take one of our pieces of paper. I'm going to choose this green one here. And we are going to cut it so that we have strips that are 12 long by 1 inch wide. So now we have 8 strips that are 1 inch by 12. But you know, I think it might be hard for you to see on camera if I'm trying to weave these together, so I'm going to cut an extra 4 strips out of yellow that are also 12 by 1. Alright. Put this last piece away, we're going to need this later. Okay. So we have 4 strips in yellow. I'm going to use 4 strips of the green. And what we're going to want to do is lay out our strips like this. Make sure I'm on camera there for you. There we go. Okay. And now we are going to weave our green strips into our yellow strips. You know how to weave paper? Pretty easy. I'm just going to hold it down, and we're going to have one go under one, on top of the other, under the next, and on top. So it's under, over, under, over. This next one is going to do the opposite. So we went under here, so we're going to go over here, under this guy, over this one, and under this last one. Go. Repeat that again. Under, over, under, over, there we go, and this last one. Okay. So, we want our basket to be 4 by 4 in the base and 4 by 4 on the sides. So we need to make sure we are somewhat even here. I'm not quite. There we go. And we want to measure 4 inches. So that's about here. So that's 4 inches there. So let's move this one down so it's on that line. There we go. And move this one so it's right next to the other one. Oops, we can get it. There we go. this should also be 4 inches. And it is. And this is just about 4 inches. And the reason for that is we started out with a piece of paper that is 12 inches long, right? And we've got 3 sections, so what is 12 divided by 3? That's right, it's 4. We also want to make sure that the sides here are also 4 inches long. Cool. So now that we got our sides all 4, 4, 4, and 4, we are going to take our glue stick and we are going to glue down the corners. It's going to help to hold our basket together. We're going to start building the sides. In order to do that, we're going to fold all of these in. So we're going to set this aside for the moment. And now we are going to grab another piece, because now we need 4 pieces that are 18 inches long by 1 inch wide. So we need to mark out 4 inches on each one of these things multiple times. So remember, there's 4 inches and there's 4 sides, right? So now we're going to fold it at every 4-inch space. Fold it there. Fold it again here. Fold it again here. Okay. So now we have square. But we have a little bit extra here, right? Well, that's okay. And the reason we have the extra is because we have 4 inches by 4 inches by 4 inches by 4 inches. So how much does that make? 4 times 4 is what? 16. And we started with an 18-inch piece of paper, so we've got 2 inches extra. But we can use that to take our glue stick, add glue to this extra 2 inches, and then use it to close our box. See? There we go. So we're going to do that on each one of these. Take our base here again. And we're going to do a weaving in like we did previously. So we're going to take this in, push all these up, and we're going to start weaving it in. So in one, over, under, over. So we go under, over. So it's every other one. One goes under, one goes over. Under, over. Over. Under, over. Under, over. Push it down. There we go. So we're going to do that the opposite way this time. So I think we're going to have an extra one because I think I'm going to stop at 3. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to fold down the edges and glue them. So there's our basket. So we're going to add a handle to our basket. So I'm going to take one of these extra little strips we have. I'm going to glue some glue on the end of one side, glue on the end of the other. And now I'm going to figure out how I'm doing this. And I'm going to stick them to the sides. So now we have our finished basket. It's got a little handle and it's working pretty good. You put something in the basket, carry it. That's excellent, right? But if the basket tips too much, the item falls out. So how do you think we can design this basket so that if it tips a little bit, the item doesn't roll out? And that's your objective for this week, to see if you can design a new way of doing this basket so that anything inside doesn't fall out. And there's lots of ways that people can close off baskets. They might put a lid on top of it. They might design it so that it closes with a clasp or with a zipper. And it's up to you to decide how you would take this green and yellow basket and make it so that anything inside there, like a letter, doesn't fall back out. And if you'd like to share your designs with us, you can do so by putting them under the comments and under the video, and I will see what you've made. Okay, until next week, have fun and happy engineering. Bye, guys.